What's going on? It's your boy, Inspiration is Key. I'm coming at y'all with a video today. Hoping y'all having a good day. You see where we at, connected with source energy. You know what I mean? You feel me? You see I got the fountain in the back. You know what I'm saying? Connected with the source, getting some of that sun, putting my feet in the dirt, making sure that I get some of that fresh air. Let me get uplifted because it feels so good. I hope you've been having an excellent day. As always, continue to take care of yourself, continue to love yourself, continue to come out with divinity, getting some of that source energy, right? Connecting with the trees, getting some of that fresh air, getting some of that sun. You know what I mean? Let me get uplifted because it feels so good. Let me get uplifted because it feels so good. And I'm sending you good energy. Now today in this video, I just want to come at y'all with some good energy. You know, I felt like recording today. Today is a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day today. And, you know, I figured, you know, I've been, you know, going through a lot of changes in my life right now. You know, I've recently moved around and, you know, I feel like it was one of the better decisions that I've made in my life, right? And I think this is gonna just tie into the message that I want to give to you guys today about making the change, right? And taking action. Many of the times, many of us, when it comes down to the life that we have, when it comes down to the life that we want, we're not willing to step into the action of change. But you have to be willing to take that step. You have to be willing to step outside of what you know. You have to be willing to step into the unknown, right? New opportunity is only unveiled or revealed when stepping into new realms or new opportunities or in a new dynamic or in a new energy. You'll only have new when you do new. I repeat, you'll only have new when you do new. Many of the times when it comes down to the reason why we don't have what we want is because we're in an environment that encloses our mind. It keeps us confined. It keeps us restricted, constrained. But when you step outside of what you know and when you take that leap of faith into the unknown, you begin to step into a new dynamic of discovering parts of self and parts of your life that you have yet to discover, right? Understand that life is beautiful. Understand that life is grand. Understand that life has a lot to offer. Understand that you have a lot to offer. Understand that this life can be whatever you envision it to be, right? We don't have to go about the journey continuing to settle or dumb ourselves down or put ourselves in environments that don't benefit us or that don't complement us or that don't help us, right? Understand that you always have the ability of choice, right? Which means that you can always decide what you want to experience within this experience. Understand that I know that with given circumstance, we may not all have the certain freedoms that other people may have, but where there's will, there's a way. I repeat, where there's will, there's a way. Where there's will, there's a way. Right? You can make it happen, but you have to believe in you. You have to see it as, okay, right? I'm not comfortable in this situation. I don't want to be in this situation no more. This is a situation that I don't want to repeat anymore. So I'm going to use it as a frame of reference, right? I'm going to use it as a frame of reference of feeling an emotion that I no longer want to experience on a constant, consistent basis. And with that, I'm going to use that as my drive, as my motive, as my inspiration, as my will, right? To change my circumstance and to change my dynamic, right? You have to be willing to take that step for yourself. You have to be willing to take that action for yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to say, you know what, hey, I think you should do it like this. Nobody's going to say, hey, you know what, if you did it like this, I think things would work out. Nobody's going to come and do that. You have to be willing to do that for yourself. And when you decide to do that, you'll thank yourself. You'll be happy that you did that, right? You'll be like, get uplifted because it feels so good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be doing that. You feel me? So take that next step. Take that next step. Take that leap of faith. Trust in your journey. Trust in your path. Know that divinity, universe, God, source, creation is guiding you. And it will never leave you out, and it will never leave you lost. Many of the times we think or believe that if we take that next step, we're not going to have the proper guidance. We're not going to have the proper tools. We're not going to have the proper resources or people around us to make the life we aspire happen. But you have to understand that you can only think of or be of what you're around, right? So if you're in an environment where it's enclosed or it's very limited, you're going to have a limited level of thinking, which means that you're going to have limited thoughts or thoughts that will prevent you from taking that next step or upgrading your life or elevating your life to have the life in which you know you deserve, right? Which means the only way that you can have the life you aspire, have the life you desire, is if you take that leap of faith, if you step into radical action, if you make things happen, if you trust in yourself, if you trust in your journey, right? Trust in your path, trust in where you're going, right? Life is so beautiful. Life has a lot to offer. Understand that you can make anything happen, right? You can make anything happen. And understand that the universe has a divine destiny that it awaits for you to fulfill, right? You didn't come down here for no reason. You didn't come down here for a surface level of meaning, right? Your purpose is very divine. Your purpose is very special. It's very unique to you. When you apply it in your life will become what it's meant to be. I repeat, when you apply this purpose, or when you apply this uniqueness in your life will become what it's meant to be. But you have to apply it. You have to apply yourself. You have to incorporate, right, the right energies, the right environment to do so, right? If you're somebody who aspires to have a life of more peace, a life of more of a tranquil, calm vibe, then you have to be around people or be around energies or be in an environment that promotes that, right? One of the reasons why I stay in nature, one of the reasons why I come out and connect with divinity and get some sun is because it's so serene. Listen, listen to how, look at the trees. Look at how still they are. Look at the water in the back, look at all these different things and pay attention to how it operates. It's very calming. It's very relaxing, right? It puts you in a state of oneness. So for me, right, this has always been my safe haven because it's allowed me to remain still and remain at peace, even amidst chaos or even within chaos, right? Understand that you have to have a means of balance. You have to have a framework in which you can refer to utilize, or to implement, or to go into, right, in regards of your life, right? You have to have something in order to keep you at bay, right? Because if not, if you're just constantly in the hustle and the bustle of, things, and, you're always on a constant move, and you got to go here, you got to go do this, I got to get this done, then you're going to get caught, right, in a cycle of energy in which is going to become overbearing and overwhelming to the point where you're going to lose sight or lose focus on your own wellness and well-being. And we don't want that, right? We want to have balance. We want to be at balance. We want to be at peace with our journey, right? So understand that you have what it takes. Understand that the life you desire and aspire, it awaits you. Understand that you are capable. Understand that you can make anything and everything happen, right? You just have to believe in you, and you have to be willing to take that next step forward, right? Anything is possible, right? Anything you set your heart and mind to can happen, you know what I mean? And understand that as long as you have your focus on it, it has no choice but to show. I repeat, as long as you have your focus on it, it has no choice but to show, right? Also, I want to remind you that you are appreciated, you are acknowledged, you are loved. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you, right? Never forget who you are. Never forget how powerful you are. Never forget that you came here with a divine purpose and for a divine reason, right? And don't ever forget, you know what I'm saying, to do that. Let me get uplifted because it feels so good. I'm sending you good energy. And it's your boy, man. Inspiration is what? Key, baby.